everyone. This is Tamitha Barnett. I'm coming to you today to talk to you about the book I chose for our second book review. So for this assignment, I picked Lincoln's Melancholy: How Depression Challenged a President and Fueled His Greatness. It was written by Joshua Wolf Shenk, published by Mariner Books in 2006. I have read the entire book, cover to cover, every word on every page. This is an awesome read, in my opinion, because it not only gives you in-depth detail about events in Lincoln's life, but it's also an exploration into mental illness and what Lincoln went through during his childhood, his adult life. And it also gives explicit details about things his family went through. Was his mental illness hereditary? There's all kinds of information in here that, as much as I've studied Lincoln, I never had a clue. I mean, I often knew that he was appeared to be unhappy in people's opinion, but this book does so much about exploring not just his mental illness, but how he dealt with it and how it helped him to become who he was. He always knew, no matter what he was going through, that he was destined to do something important. And this book goes into wonderful detail about all the events throughout his life that led up to his presidency, the Civil War, and the things that he did to help abolish slavery. This book is easy to read. I really enjoyed it. I found myself not wanting to put it down. There is a lot of mental illness terminology in here. There's a lot of theorist information. There's, like for instance, one of Lincoln's favorite reads was Edgar Allan Poe and things like that. So, I mean, it even discusses about like the medicine and treatments that they did for people with melancholy back in the day, as they called it, as opposed to what they do, as to what's done now. Of course, now we have a lot better understanding, and the book goes into that as well. It is a wonderful story, and I really enjoyed getting the chance to kind of get to know this president of our history even better through understanding not just the events in his life, but how he was feeling throughout them. Not that I would use that part for my students. What I could take out of the context of this book to use with my students is that this book does give a great timeline of events while it's telling Lincoln's story. And so for my lesson plan, I am going to have my students learn how to build a timeline and reflect and discuss certain events and how it led up to that part of history.